हेलो फ्रेंड्स। आज का जो हमारा टॉपिक है इट इज़ अबाउट ऑडिट रिपोर्ट्स. सो द कंटेंट्स वी आर गोइंग टू कवर इन दिस वीडियो इज द मीनिंग ऑफ ऑडिट रिपोर्ट, टाइप्स ऑफ ऑडिट रिपोर्ट, format or content of an audit report, sample format of an audit report. So first of all we will discuss about the meaning of the audit report. So audit report is a document containing the auditor's opinion on whether a company's financial statements comply with the GAAP and are free from the material misstatements. Audit report is important because banks, creditors, and the regulators require an audit of companies' financial statement. Whenever the banks are going to grant loans to the company, whenever creditors are going to allow for the credit days, whenever there are any kind of regulators, all these people require the audit report that presented the good financial position of the organization or the company. The basic elements of the report includes the title, addresses, opinion on the financials, and the basis for the opinions and auditor signatures, the tenure for the time period, for which time period it has been taken, the location and the date. It is the primary source of communication. As I said that the bankers or the creditors or the regulators always require the auditor report so that they can take their decisions. So it is a primary source of communication between the auditor and the users of the financial statement. And who are the users of the financial statement? Users of the financial statements are the same, the bankers, the creditors, or the clients, or the suppliers. Any can be the users of the auditor's report. So the auditor report is basically the auditor's judgment while doing the auditing process, and it is a source of communication that represent the financial position of the company. There are different types of audit reports. So the first is the clean or unqualified report. A clean report expresses an auditor's unqualified opinion. Unqualified opinion, which means the auditor did not find any issue with the company's financial record. So the clean report, what does this clean report represent? क्लीन रिपोर्ट रिप्रेजेंट दैट जब ऑडिटर ने कंपनी को ऑडिट किया है, कंपनी की फाइनेंशियल पोजीशन को चेक किया है, ही डज नॉट फाइंड एनी discrepancies, he does not find any issues with company's financial records. It expresses that company does not need to meet any additional qualifications to improve its financial status. मतलब कि कंपनी का जो financial status है it is up to mark and there is no need to make any changes in the financial status. So we can say that it is a clean or unqualified report which requires no changes in financial status of the company. This is the best type of the report that company can receive from an auditor. A clean report is one that states that the financial statement of the company fully comply with GAAP and are free of any material misstatement. It indicates that the auditors are satisfied with the company's financial reporting and that they comply with the governing principles and laws applicable. Most audits result in clean and unqualified audit reports. So basic meaning of the clean or unqualified report is that the auditor is having the satisfactory remark with company's financial reporting and there is no change for the financial status or no any other addition or subtraction is required. The second type of the report is the qualified report. It is a report which is issued by the auditor when he found certain discrepancies in the financial statements. When he found certain discrepancies in the financial statements, in that case, he will issue the qualified report. Qualified reports, uh, we can say that qualified reports are issued where there are two situations, where if there are some material misstatements in the financial statements but they are not pervasive, if there is insufficient evidences to base the audit opinion on, but the possible effects of material misstatements are not pervasive, and the problem areas where there has been some calculation mistakes will usually be specified by the auditor. Basically, the qualified reports are issued by the auditor when he found certain kind of discrepancies. That discrepancies can be related with the material misstatements in the financial statement, or it can be related with the calculation mistakes. So at that time the auditors make issue of the qualified reports. सो इसमें हमने बार बार एक टर्म को यूज़ किया, दैट इज़ द गैप. आई होप एवरीवन नोज द मीनिंग ऑफ द गैप. गैप इज़ द जनरली एक्सेप्टेड अकाउंटिंग प्रिंसिपल्स. जितनी भी ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस होती हैं दे आर रिक्वायर्ड टू फॉलो दीज अकाउंटिंग रूल्स और द स्टैंडर्ड्स प्रोवाइडेड. Next is the adverse report. An adverse opinion on an audit report is the worst possible report that you can get. An adverse opinion means the misstatement in the financial statement are both material and pervasive. Now there is difference. The qualified report, we can say that there are certain discrepancies, but those discrepancies are not pervasive. But when such discrepancies are high and can affect the financial position of the organization, in that case adverse opinions can be issued. An adverse opinion can damage a company's reputation and even have the legal ramification unless the issues are corrected. There are chances that the errors could have the crept in by mistake, but they could also be the result of the fraud. So we can have the one line difference between the adverse opinion and the qualified opinion. In qualified opinion also there is a need to make certain changes and there are certain discrepancies, but वो जो discrepancies है वो कंपनी को ज़्यादा इफेक्ट नहीं करने वाली. लेकिन अगर आप एडवर्स ओपिनियन रिपोर्ट की बात करते हो तो उसमें भी discrepancies हैं, but they can have the high risk. सो हम कह सकते हैं कि उन डिस्क्रिपेंसीज में हाई रिस्क है और दैट कैन बी द रिजल्ट ऑफ द फ्रॉड. सो बोथ द वे दीज रिपोर्ट्स कैन ऑडिटर्स कैन हैव द रिपोर्ट्स. Now the next is the components of an audit report. What are the requirements that must be mentioned in the audit report or the format of the audit report? The first one is the title. There we will mention the title. Every audit report is having a standardized format prescribed by the concerned authorities, which every auditor is required to follow, and such audit reports having the contents like the title, the report addresses, then opinion of paragraphs, then the basis for the opinion, on what basis they have made their opinion. If the auditor is making the adverse report, what are the base of his opinion, and if he is making the qualified report, then what are the reasons, and the key audit matters which are relevant, responsibilities of the management, those with the governance for the financial statements, then the auditor's responsibilities, then signature of the firm and the engagement partners, date of the report. These are the basic components which we are required to mention in audit reports. So the title report, whatever title we are mentioning in the audit report, it should be the independent title. And addressee, for addressee we mention to whom the report is being presented. हमने जो report किसको present करनी है वो हमारे addressees रहेंगे. And for the opinion paragraph or the introductory paragraph, it includes the statement that the financial statement describe, right? And further, the management responsibilities for integrity of the financial statement can be the part of the auditor report. Auditor's responsibility to plan and execute the audit procedure and its assurance that how he will execute the whole process of the audit, it must be mentioned. And the next the other is the place of the signature, name of the city in which the signing report happened, and the final the date. So these are the essential components of the audit reports. So with this I am going to leave. Hope this short video will help you in understanding the meaning of the audit reports. Thank you so much and have a nice day.